Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Alright, so this is, you get the chapter selection here apparently after the credits have rolled. So it's now been unlocked. It says open the main menu and access system chapter selection to replay any chapter from the beginning using your current character's weapons and materia. This is a great way to tackle uncompleted quests, find story elements you missed the first time through, and more thoroughly explore Midgar. Hard difficulty. So hard difficulty is now unlocked and can be selected by going to chapter selection and playing one of the chapters. In this difficulty, items cannot be used and only HP is restored at rest spots. However, certain manuscripts are only available in this difficulty setting. Yeah, there's a couple of manuscripts that I have not. Actually, I think there's a lot of them. So I will end up playing here in hard difficulty. Play log. A record of your adventure can be viewed from system play log in the main menu. The log contains information from battle records to story branches. Oh, interesting. Other new features. Bonus EXP and AP. You will now earn twice as much EXP and 3 times as much AP. A new combat simulator has become accessible from Hojo's lab to test it out, just like Chapter 17 from Chapter Select. Skipping the bike minigame. The bike minigame can now be skipped from the pause menu. Nice. Alright, so here, accessing intermission content. You now have access to a portion of the story that revolves around a new character, Yuffie. To access this content, press right trigger while on the title menu. Yep, I will be doing that eventually. Oh, here must be the other. Oh, that's the other character that ends up with Yuffie. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to save here. Let me just see here. Yeah, chapter select. Alright, when replaying a chapter using chapter selection, quest and story data will be temporarily reset. You will retain all acquired collectibles such as music discs and manuscripts. Completing a chapter will update your previous play data, but switching to a new one midway through will cause you to lose your current progress for that chapter. Okay, so it looks like you have to replay the full chapter? Is that... Am I getting that right? Yeah. All right. Well, this should be interesting. Music discs, manuscripts. Some manuscripts can only be obtained in hard difficulty. Well, I think I'm going to just start out right with. Oh no, hang on. Let's go to chapter 17. I know that there's some things here that we'll want to get. I think first before doing much of the other stuff here. So let's start here on hard. For these hard mode, yeah, I'm gonna skip most of this stuff, like the actual cutscenes and stuff. You know, we've already seen that, so not so.
Are you okay? Maybe you should rest a little longer.
Not so interested in watching all of that again.
I'm the one who carried you here.
What?
Don't thank me.
Alright, I won't. Later. Oh, I have to talk to Eric.
My mom and I stayed here years ago. The room looks exactly the same. Every morning.
Can I skip this? Nope, dang it.
I
Alright.
remember crying here alone.
Sad. Don't cry, girl. Just go ahead and skip that. Yeah, really digging the skip feature. That is cool. Look at those two. I guess they had to make a quick stop in the bathroom. Am I freaking... Okay. Where's the, Is there supposed to be like a mini-map or something? What's going on with that?
Anyway, we gotta get to the roof, right?
Then we can use the same elevator that Hojo did.
Bizarre. Gonna try. This feels so weird seeing like all of these chests that haven't been opened. Alright, let's go back this way. So my understanding here is that we need to basically backtrack and get back to, what's his name, in the simulator. But I'm not sure exactly, because this is actually something that okay, so this must not be the right way. Yeah, it looks like this is blocked off. But yeah, anyways, my initial trip through here on normal mode, I didn't do this correctly, and I actually missed, you know, the ability to go back and finish like some of the combat simulator stuff. So I'll have to try to get it right this time around. Testing facility. What's this? The way out. Hang on a second. Oh, this is where I just came from. I did miss some rooms, it looks like, though. Where did I miss them at? Aha! Yeah, I did. Phoenix Stone. Suppose, I wonder if that, you're able to get more of the certain items, too, you know, that were kind of like one-time only deals. Let's see, like, for instance... I think the chain bangle here, right? Because this is, yeah, it's like, I think the best armor. I suppose it depends on how you define best, but you know, 4 slot, 2 sets that are connected seems really good to me. So, all right, let's find where we need to go here.
That elevator. Was it this way?
Yes, his odor still lingers.
That dude stanks. Okay, so there's the elevator. Huh.
The little ones in the pods. Where did they go?
It stinks in here. Back there.
Now what?
One thing we can.
Alright, we'll skip that.
That was close. You're burning Still here. This is gonna hurt. Don't know how I did that. Get fired up.
Get fired up, that's right. Gotta do it. Skip that. Okay, so I think this is where I messed up when I originally came through here. There's some way to get back, I think. What's this? Oh, there's Chadley. Yeah, so... Yeah. Wow.
Cloud, I've been expecting you. As I divulged to you before, despite being a loyal employee of Shinra, I seek to destroy the company from within. It would mean my life if anyone knew I was conducting this research. Hojo's madness is clearly rubbing off on me. He is the reason I pursue this research. I want nothing more than to be free of him. I cannot go into details, but I can say that it is complicated. For now, I need to focus on my research, and nothing else. And if you haven't guessed, it is none other than you, Cloud. Were we to unlock your tremendous potential, we would have the strength to destroy both Shinra and Hojo. So please provide me with new battle intel and assist me in my research. I will pit you against virtual enemies constructed from the data you have provided me thus far. When you feel that you are ready to begin, please proceed to the newly reconstructed combat simulator. Hone your skills against these constructs so that we may stand together against Shinra.
Yeah, let's do that. Now I'm really confused if this was something that I just don't know how I could have missed this. That doesn't seem likely. I vaguely remember this room, but I don't remember Chadley being in it. Yeah, leads me to believe that that was not the case, that it wasn't something that I actually missed. I'll have to go back and watch my footage again, but I'm fairly certain that I didn't miss him. Yeah, I know I went through here, so something's not adding up. Alright, anyways, let's, yeah, and this door did not open. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. It does not, I don't believe that that was actually the case, that I missed this. Actually, go back here and, yeah, there's no way. I didn't miss this.
When you feel that you are ready to begin, please proceed to hone your skills against these constructs so that we may stand together against...
Alright. Suppose I might as well buy the final copies of this stuff too, huh? Wind. Very first strike. Master.
I will be here if you require anything else. At all
Thanks,
times,
Chief.
I am remotely analyzing your combat data and monitoring your progress.
Cool. Alright, let's go take a look. Oh, yeah, and so my guess here is we're going to be able to pick who we take, right? Because that's the way the other combat simulator worked too. Steel chakra. Steel doesn't do me any good in here. Let's, oops. Fire and synergy. Still can't believe I messed up so bad there at that. My final series of battles. God, I was just set up so badly. And I mean, I knew I was like, YOLO, but I didn't realize it was going to be that bad. Oh well, I did it though. Somehow. Some crazy how. Okay. Got all kinds of stuff here. Three-person team, Monsters of Legend. Only available in hard difficulty. I've already... Isn't this hard difficulty? This is hard. I must have to clear all the rest of this stuff. Alright, so let's do Aerith versus Soldier Trainees. But I need to make sure that she's set up better, probably. I can't imagine she's set up in a way that's going to be... Here she is. Steel Chakra. Actually, Chakra will be alright. Ice, Elemental, HP up. Poison, ATB boost. I mean, this actually probably will work, but let's give her something else here. I'm totally gonna sneeze. Wow. Okay. Yep, that just happened. I have Chakra. Oh, Magnify is probably pretty good. But what do we put with it? Magnify Ice. Let's go with the Fire. Actually, wait. Yeah. Barrett, Cloud, Tifa. Let's steal that from Barrett. Okay, let's do it. I don't know. We'll see how this turns out. Aerith alone might be a little rough, but we'll see. Oh, that's right. You can do this stuff on easy. I'm gonna try this on easy once.
Go on! Needs more magic. One more shot! Too bright? Go on! Sorry, but I gotta. You jittery?
Sorry, not sorry.
How shocking!
Quite
And
sure.
we're safe.
18 AP. Yeah, boy, they really amp up your AP gains here. Whew. All right.
Get him!
Oh, these freaking things.
This one's for you! Try using it. Get him! I think we're almost done. How shocking! Go on! You jittery?
Oh, you jittery. What is she saying?
How shocking!
Indeed, very shocking.
One more shot! I won't let you down. Just go away! Hey! That's it! You jittery?
Zerp, zerp.
That wasn't so bad.
Oh, this guy. This freaking guy.
Sorry about that. You okay?
How is this on? Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's
Sorry
not
about
easy.
that.
It's not. It actually is pretty easy.
Someone looks kind of shaky. You okay?
Oh, this guy is.
Go on.
I didn't realize this guy got knocked back so easy.
Gotta go for it now.
Wow. Yeah.
And we're safe.
Do 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 do. Go
on! Too bright? One more shot! Gotta go for it now. This one's for you!
What? Why are you?
One more shot! Too bright?
Zerp, zerp.
Moving on then.
Geometric bracelet. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Artist swordplay. Artist sharpshooters. Scriptures. It's like Teller Scriptures 11. Focus. Okay, so next up on the combat simulator is Cloud versus the, I think it's like 3C soldiers or something like that. Basically, we're going to end up doing this series of battles for the 4 different characters. So I think I went Cloud, Tifa, then Barrett, then Aerith last. I think Cloud and Tifa have the more difficult times of the 4. I think Tifa's is the toughest. I think Cloud's is actually isn't so bad. But anyways, really, you know, how successful you are here is going to be mostly determined by, and maybe it's obvious, what materia that you have set up on your characters. I think that generally the same setups are useful. So probably the most important is having a elemental materia at least at level 2 combined with a lightning on your armor. That's probably the one like most important thing. Chakra on everybody is nice. HP ups are very, very nice. You know, that just is really going to increase your odds of survival and success. And, you know, chakra combined with HP ups are just, you know, fantastic. Like, they complement each other so well. The other thing that you want to have is maybe a fire materia, but I don't know how like, really important that is. As far as like buffs and stuff, like, haste or anything like that, maybe if you want to try that, go ahead. But I didn't really find that that important. So as far as the first battle there, and I've completely already blown by it because they're so easy. But there's the unknown entity. That thing will cast thunder on you, and so honestly, that's not the biggest priority of those two. So if you want to save that for last, then go ahead. It's just that it does go down pretty quickly though, so it's really up to you. The last battle there with the Zene or whatever, just dodge the throat clamp. That's probably the biggest issue in that fight. Yeah, there's just not that much to it, and then cast on it. Casting magic on it is really good for building its stagger. The sledge worm is the first of these battles that I think is difficult at all. They're just annoying. So they go into their little holes like whatever, some sort of rodent, and they pop out on you. And if you're really far away, they'll use this ability here, which you can which you can dodge with most. I think Barrett it's pretty tough to dodge with him. It helps to run directly at them, and then at the last minute dodge to the side. That you can sometimes get away with. Here's Torpid Strike. It's an AoE right around them, or a very, very short distance attack. And so you want to absolutely be, away from them when they try to use that on you. But yeah, that's generally it. Also, they're pretty quick, and so trying to hit them with magic can be a little difficult. They'll oftentimes hide like right as you are about to cast, and then your cast won't do anything. Here is the Armored Shock Troopers. These guys are vulnerable to lightning. Here I just dodge, slash twice, and then dodge again, and keep repeating the process. And then I just hit him with a couple of spells. Now that won't be doable on somebody like Barrett because he's just a little bit too slow, but it's fine. Like, Barrett can tank the damage. They'll use, I think, Skewer, I think is one of their abilities, and you probably just want to block that. And then I think they've got an AoE that they'll do, around them too, which, again, I would say probably just block that as well. There's just nothing really much to these guys. They're actually pretty easy. And then lastly here, I think this is last. Yes, okay, so this is the actual challenge. I forget, this is like the moth unit. So they've got these blades, and they'll so they're like not very, it's almost impossible to hit them actually with a melee attack. Cloud can actually use the Punisher mode and actually do okay. Basically, if you're just in Punisher mode and then you just walk into the blades, don't slash it, because you can, if you notice there, I keep getting knocked back. But yeah, if you just walk into them, you can actually hit them. I don't know. That's okay. The reality is here, though, I'm still taking a ton of damage by doing that. But also, I suppose it was also because I, wasn't really doing things quite correctly. But definitely, Punisher mode is very, very important with these guys. Probably maybe having a better weapon equipped as well, something that actually reduces more damage when I'm blocking, and like maybe a steadfast block would have been decent. Here comes Drill Strike though. Same deal. Don't let him catch you trying to actually slash him as he's coming at you. Just let him hit you with Punisher mode, and you'll counter. But yeah, other than that, there's not that much else to this. If you can build up some ATB charges, you can hit him with lightning. They are vulnerable to it. Here I did cast Carbuncle. Nothing wrong with that. It's not a bad summon to use here. The fact that it can actually revive you if you mess up too bad and actually get killed. But other than that, it's just Chakra. Again, use Punisher mode. Here, it doesn't have the Blades of Warring, and so I honestly could have just gone up there and started slashing. And I really should have done that, but there was high or ultra high voltage. Every time it uses that, it like kind of like stumbles, and so then you can punish it for stumbling. Get some really easy damage off on him. Ultra high voltage will do nothing to you as long as you've got at least a rank 2 elemental, tied with a lightning, or slotted with a lightning. So yeah, that's gonna make you again completely immune to that damage. It'll also use I think it's called shock to do the same thing. Well, not the same exact thing, but it's basically a lightning based attack, and you'll just be immune to it with that setup. So again, very 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 probably like the one thing that I would say to do to prepare for this is to have that elemental, materia again with the lightning materia. So that was it. The rest of these basically play out the same way, and I'm not going to do specific strategies for the different characters because it's just generally the same thing. Barrett is just a beast, and it's really tough to actually lose with him because he's just so amazing. Chakra with a bunch of HP materias is the way to go. He won't be able to dodge as well as some of the other characters, and so you'll probably just have to rely on block, which is fine. Because again, he's got so much HP that he can take a little bit extra pain anyway. Tifa, you know what? I will do a little bit of commentary specifically for Tifa because she has I should say, I used a very different strategy for the Moth unit, and so I'll cut the commentary for right now and then pick it up once I get to the Moth unit.
The way to do it. Would kill for a shower. No surprises there. Keep it up! Gonna sting! Back off! That's a win.
Okay, so this is the Moth unit. Again, I had said that I would do a little bit of commentary specifically for Tifa. That is because I specifically handled this fight very, very different from my other characters. Tifa is so fast that she can outrun these blades. And if you notice there, so what I do is I will let her ATB charge, because that's the other great thing about Tifa. I think I've got her equipped with, I think it's still the Mithril Claws. And if I remember correctly, the Mithril Claws adds, or is an extra ATB, excuse me, has extra ATB regeneration. Haste would have been good as well. There wasn't really a reason not to use that, but it's not as critical. But anyways, yeah, so if you notice here, I'm literally just trying to kite this guy. And high voltage, again, same as Cloud and all of the rest of my characters here, you won't take damage as long as you've got the as long as you've got your elemental materia at rank 2, and obviously tied with a lightning materia on your armor. The other thing that I should have done here, that I could have done just a little bit better, is when it uses ultra high voltage, to just run in at it. We're completely safe, again, as long as we've got that materia set up. And at that point, I could have used like a chi trap and and really punished it. But at the end of the day, it wasn't too bad. And here, I guess kind of the same thing here. I didn't really need to kite anymore once the blades are gone. Well, I say that, and then of course it uses that ability where the blades come flying out of it. But yeah, so maybe still probably not a bad idea to just keep kiting. So here it's already down to about half. I don't know how many casts that actually was, if that was 3 or 4 Thundercasts, but also that's the other great thing about this setup is her weapon, I believe, has the the magic or like the offensive magic spell cost reduction. So I'm even there's no issue with mana here. I believe excuse me, I've got lightning, a couple of copies of lightning. So the lightning with the elemental is on her armor, and then I think I've got a lightning with I think maybe HP absorb, and then probably a lightning with MP absorb. So again, magic is not going to be an issue, and I'll get a little bit of HP back as well when I do that. So here, it's basically over. I've got him finally staggered. I've used now a chi trap to try to do a little bit of extra damage here, which is kind of nice. And then I finish this off. Oh, not quite. I almost did. Looks like I have to kite one last time here until we get enough for another Thunder Spell, and that's that. So anyways, that is the Moth unit as Tifa. I'm not going to do the specifics with the other 2 characters. Really, again, Barret is just a beast. It's just so easy to win with him. And then Aerith, pretty much almost all of my strategies revolved around using an Arcane Ward and double casting. It's incredibly powerful, and I thought it was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be to win this with Aerith. Tifa was the one that I actually struggled with just a little bit. But all right, I'm going to cut it again here until my 2-person team versus dynamic duos, and I'll talk about some strategy with those.
That thunder I hear? That thunder I hear? Oh yeah, another one in the bag. Suck on this! Ooh, gotta love it! This is gonna sting! That thunder I hear? Yeah! Coming at you hard and fast! Yeah! Want some more? You ain't getting out of this one. That thunder I hear? Ah! Ah! This is gonna sting! Da-da-da-da-da. Ooh, gotta love it! Bringing the heat! Golden opportunity right here! Time to fry! Suck on this! Gonna make your eyeballs pop! Ain't done yet! Ooh, gotta love it! Kiss my ass! Don't look now, but it's about to get real! This is gonna sting! And there you have it! Time to fry! Yeah! That thunder I ain't got nothing on me.
That's it! Go on! One more shot! I'd keep my distance if I were you. Ha! This one! Ah! You jittery? How shocking! One more shot! You jittery? This one's for you! That's it! Needs more magic. How shocking! One more shot! Too bright? This one's for you! You jittery? That wasn't so bad. That's it! One more shot! Try using it. Too bright? This one's for you! That wasn't nice. Ha! And catch! Too bright? You jittery? Gotta go for it now. Too bright? And we're safe. Get him! Go on! Let's get serious. I think you need more sleep. Here it comes! Just go away! Stay back! Hey. One more shot! Ha! Too bright? Go on! This one's for you! Stay back! You jittery? heal first. Go on! Hey! No big deal. That's it! Stay back! Go on! Gotta heal first.
One more shot.
Let's get serious. You jittery? That was close.
And catch. This one's for you.
You jittery? Too bright? You jittery? Get him! Too bright? Glad that's over.
Okay, so the last series of battles here is the two-person team versus the dynamic duos. I used Cloud and Barrett because, of course, they are amazing. So here is the first fight. I'll be honest, I think that the first fight is actually the most difficult. And I would say that, again, very kind of similar to the last series of battles there. A lot of this has to do with how you set up. I think the most important thing is to have an elemental materia tied with fire on your armor. I think maybe one of these ghosts may use a fire spell. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's as critical for this specific fight. But also, you want to have breach to get rid of the ghost's protection, and definitely take out the ghost first. If you deal a bunch of damage to the ghost and just let it live, I believe it will start using an ability, and I can't remember the name of it, but it just hits really, really hard. I think it may be kind of like a revenge type attack. I think I only let it hit me one time, and I think it just like annihilated Barrett or something. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, can't really let the ghost, be the one that lives. And then after that, really, it's just the same thing as we've faced these phantoms before. They're just really annoying. There it's using Frozen Claw. I think eventually here I actually had Barrett die because I didn't defend against that Frozen Claw in time. Again, very, very high damaged ability. Again, just really gotta make sure that you're defending. You also don't have that much time to actually deal any damage to them. And so, most of the time you're not going to be able to even use any sort of spells or anything like that. It's just, yep, there's the Frozen Claw that takes out Barrett. Here I did, as I always do, I've got Cloud equipped with a Carbuncle, which I should have had him with a Revive Materia, at least to pick up Barrett. Barrett has a revive though. I usually set up like that because normally it's the other characters that are dying and not Barrett because Barrett is a beast. But this time I didn't, and so I had to unfortunately rely on Carbuncle, which was not good. But it ended up working out. Obviously, once Carbuncle finally times out, it'll use Diamond Dazzle and bring Barrett back up. But yeah, there's not much else to this fight. Once you've got the ghost down, really, it's really just, you know, not being silly and doing, yeah, silly things like I did there, and letting Barrett die. Obviously, as always, you know, get away from Estion's strain as well.
Double time. See you soon. Let's finish this.
Okay, so here's round 2. I think round 2 is just really, really easy. You've got the Helia Trooper, and he's going to use that flamethrower. If you notice there, Barrett's got my rank 2 elemental materia on his armor with a fire, which means that flamethrower doesn't do anything. I only have a rank 1 materia on my armor with Cloud right now. Same deal, tied with a fire. So at least Cloud is taking half damage, but you know, not as ideal, but that's the way it is. I took out the Elite Shock Trooper first. Again, mostly because I think the guy, you know, flying up above is for one thing, he's annoying, but also with the flamethrower, it's just he's not really doing any. He's not a threat, right? So that's kind of how I handled this one. Then I swap over here to Barrett and just, you know, start getting some damage in on him. Honestly, it's kind of surprising how easy this fight actually is. What I actually should have done here was swapped back over to Cloud and cast on him now that he's got an ATB segment, because Barrett has my synergy materia linked with Thunder, which again, you know, once Cloud casts, when Cloud casts, you know, fire, then Barrett will assist him with a Thunder spell and cast for free. Here, this one's a little bit more tricky, but even then, not so bad. The 3C Soldier Operator, I think, is the easier one of the two to take down, and I think it actually makes sense to kill him off first. The Grungy Bandit here, honestly, I just didn't do that great of a job of kind of avoiding him. He's you know, lumbering and slow, and it really is fairly easy to deal with him. But also, he does some really strong attacks there. He just worked over Cloud pretty bad. The Flying Knee or whatever did, like, I don't know, almost 2k. And you know, obviously he had already been missing a bunch of HP as well. But you know, that's the way it goes. And Barrett was able to just bring him back up with his revive spell. So I think as far as the Grungy Bandit goes here, I wish I would have actually cast some spells on him right now, just to see how that affects his stagger gauge. But what I noticed, though, was after I staggered him for the first time, yeah, that Flying Knee is brutal. After I staggered him for the first time, I don't know if he'd like drink some potion or something like that, but I think he goes berserk. And it seemed like then I don't know if it dropped his magic resistance down to basically nothing, but I just completely worked him over once he was berserked. It was like, I don't know, 2 casts or something like that, and he was down, which was wild. So yeah, so that's kind of how I handled this fight.
Not looking good.
Golden opportunity right here.
Gotcha. Bird.
Coming at you hard and fast. Keep it coming. I'm ready.
Okay, so here's round 4. This one was a little bit more difficult. There's a lot of damage going around, mostly due to this Hellhound. Now, he has two sides to him. That's probably obvious. One is a fire side. Because of the way I'm set up, Barret is immune to the damage. I honestly should have had Cloud with my my rank 2 materia, or my rank 2 elemental materia instead of Barret, because Barret's just got so much more HP that he can take the damage. But that was a minor thing that I wish I would have changed. Now, I don't know what the purple side is. I don't know if that's like considered ice damage. I don't know. But generally here, what I did and what I think it makes sense to do. Yeah, look at that. That hits really hard. 2K. What I should have at least tried doing is to stay on the red side of it. You know, the fight is completely chaotic, and so it's not super realistic that that's going to work out for you that often. But at least then, you know what? There, say I just got hit with its flame breath, but I'm immune because of the way, again, my elemental materials are set up. So I took out the Zanine first. It just seems like it's a lot easier to take out. It's got a lot. It seems to be, or it seems like it's got a lot less health. And yeah, I just worked him over pretty quickly. Yeah, I got poisoned as well here. I don't know. I didn't really find that it was really worthwhile to worry about it. I really just healed through it. Maybe that may be a bit more of an issue, but I don't know. It just didn't really seem like it. So there's internal eruption. That's just, he's just gonna fire like these little shots at you. You'll be immune to the fire. Again, depending on how you're set up. And also, I mean, you'll probably take a little bit of damage from the other side of it, but it is what it is. Hellish Smash is if you notice there, what I should have done was rolled to the left side of him, right, and into the fire side, but just didn't play out that way. But yeah, other than that, there isn't that much else to this one. Just keep healed up. I use Pray a lot with Barret, as I kind of always do. Here, I did the same thing there. Oh, he stopped rolling after he hit Cloud, I guess, but I should have rolled off to the left-hand side, but all right, let's. I'm gonna stop this one here, and I'll do my commentary for the last fight.
Catch you sleeping. Don't stop till it's
Watch
done.
this. Take him down.
This is now. Time to fry. Come on. Come on. The hell?
Hang back. Keep it together.
Need my help, do you? The fire coming! The fire coming! If it's an ass whooping you want, you're about to get that and then some. You ain't getting out of this.
Leave it to me. It's over.
Time to fry. That was pretty damn good, huh?
Okay, there's a photo finish for you. All right, so this is the fifth fight, Sweeper and the Queen Gas Strike. Very, very easy. I thought that this was just ridiculously simple. So the way I'm set up here is, Barrett has the synergy materia tied to a thunder spell. And then Cloud here has thunder as well. And so, build up a little bit of ATB charge and then let one rip with the thunder materia on the Sweeper. Get this thing staggered early and then just take it out. I mean, this was just really, really easy. And then the Queen Gas Strike is nothing really to worry about. I swapped over to Barrett here. Really, honestly, I think the best strategy is to just keep your distance from her. She'll use a leap slash, and I don't think I even got hit by that ever. But so I can't say if that does decent damage at all. But again, I would say keep your distance and use Prey. That's it. There's nothing else to this fight. This one was very, very easy. But yeah, all right. So, anyways, that is going to be it for this one. Now that I'm seeing it, we're finally at the very, very end. I should point out here, I won't be doing the next battle. I just want to be prepared a little bit differently for it. I just don't have my warding materia where I want it to be, as well as some of my other materials. I don't feel like I've set up for it quite right. So I'm actually going to start working on the hard mode chapters right after. I believe it's right after this video. So stay tuned for those. And again, we will come back and revisit the battle simulator a little bit later. The only thing that I regret about this is, and I just don't know that there was that much that I could do about it. Maybe I could have just tried some of the, the following battles a few more times, but I just didn't really want to do that. And again, so the thing that I regret though is that once you're finally done with all of the battle simulator, you get a really, really cool item that, if I'm understanding it correctly, lets you start off any battle with your limit break already. And so you just rip off limit breaks, constantly. So, right at the beginning of battles. I don't know. That seems really, really cool, but, I want to prepare a little bit better for the rest of the battle simulator. So, all right, that is it for this one. As always, I hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.
You ain't getting out of this one.
Keep it up, man.
Yeah, you too.